finally, guys, Pi is going to get listing on the 20th of February 2025. This is a very important information that everyone that have been mining this very coin want to hear right now. Listing on major exchanges. And if you've been mining this very coin for over 5 to 6 years, that means you can be very consistent in a lot of stuff, because it's not easy to mine, especially when you don't really have that hope of they are going to get that listing maybe very soon. Okay, nobody knows it's going to extend this much. So in this video, let's look at this very listing that is going to happen on the 20th. Let's look at the KYC. Let's look at migration to mainnet and price prediction. All of these in this very video. So watch this video all the way to the very end. The first thing here is I want to say a very big congratulations to everyone that have been mining this very coin for 5 to 6 years. This is not an easy task. Personally, I should have given up along the line. One thing that is very important is consistency. It's not always easy, except you are very determined to do a particular task. The first thing here is the listing, because this is very, very important. You know, a lot of times, I can tell you a lot of times, we've come to the point of Pi getting listing on major exchange. We have that information will come, it will go, it will not get that listing and all of those stuff. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the listing is going to come. I want to see the exchanges you want to list on give that announcement. That is me personally for you. So I don't want to see this. We are going to list on February 20th and the exchange that you want to list on have not given that announcement. For me to be very sure and safe that you're going to list it, I want to see that announcement either on Binance, Bybit, BitGet, KuCoin, OKX, any exchange at all. Let that very exchange you want to list on, let them give that announcement. That is a proof that you've entered into an agreement with that exchange to list the coin. Okay, and that is very important. So for you to see this very information out there, listing is on the 20th of February. I can tell you there's a probability that the listing will not still happen, especially if it is 20th or 19th of this very month and we don't see that announcement by any exchange at all, any major exchange at all, then that means this is just a rumor and we still need to continue mining and waiting till the final listing is going to come, because I believe personally that this very coin is going to get listing someday. Especially, let's wait for this 20th to come and let's see what is going to play out, guys. You know, a lot of people have issues doing KYC, and this is very, very important. You know, if you've not done KYC, you cannot migrate, and this is very important. So you need to do your KYC. You ensure you download the app, not sending any blur picture and all of those stuff. Your ID card must be well snapped, and a lot of issues concerning KYC. It's not easy to do verification. This know your customer stuff has been a key issue with Pi, and people have been doing KYC over and over again and not getting it verified. So ensure you get your KYC done, because once you do that, you have access to your My token. And another thing is migration to mainnet. One thing that is very important about migration is, let's say you have 500 referrals or 1,000 referrals, as the case may be, and each of the referrals that have been mining, you have coins, okay, from them. You can only access those coins if those referrals have completed their KYC. That is very important. It means even though you have 2,000 Pi, okay, let's say you have 2,000 Pi, and your referral from which you get this 2,000 Pi have not done their KYC, they have not been verified, it means this will not be available for you to transfer, because this is very important. So what you need to do is, if you still have access to those referred people, you need to encourage them to do your KYC, or you can also assist them ensuring that they do their KYC and get that KYC verified before it will be available for you. So it's like a community kind of work, okay? So that is what you need to do right now for this migration. This KYC and migration is very important. So you can have a good number of coins, but it's not available for you to use, and it's of no use because you've not done KYC or your referrer have not done KYC. So KYC verification is super important. Now, the last thing here is the price prediction. The price prediction for this very token is a little bit very tricky. Why do I say so? The reason is because if you look at Pi have a total supply of about 100 billion, and the distribution is not known because it's a token that is mined. Okay, they continue mining and bringing it into circulation gradually. So if you put it together, there is this information that about 6 billion Pi have been mined out of the 100 billion. So what do you think if 6 billion have been mined and in circulation? What do you think is going to be the price of this very token? When it comes to price prediction, I'm always very sincere with myself and look at the market, look at other mechanism parameters, put things together and ensuring that I have the most accurate prediction. Let's say, for example, about 90% of the time. And my personal price prediction for this very token is the least $0.5, that is 0.50 cents. Okay, that is where the listing should start. That is if we see this listing come through on the 20th of February 2025, because it can still be delayed. So I'm looking at the least 0.5, listing very attentively, the least $0.5, and it can go up a little bit to $1 and $2. Okay, why am I looking at 0.5 to $1 and $2 is because the mechanism to which this very token is coming out into circulation is very difficult. Look at the verification process, and the migration is very tasky, and even though it's available, you cannot really transfer it anyhow. Okay, that possibility is there, but you need to do all that is required. However, the price have capability of pumping as well. There is a lot of rumor generated around this very project for a very long time. So if it finally get that listing, people will be interested in it. That means over this long while they've been and finally getting listing. Let me take a step in getting this very token on major exchange when it will finally get that listing. So what I am looking at is 0.5 minimum. Okay, 0.5 minimum, and it can move to $1, $2, and even $3 per Pi token. And this is what I'm personally expecting. Another thing we need to consider in this price prediction is if you look at the peer-to-peer trading, okay, on escrow for Pi, it is covered that 1 Pi is 3,000 naira and 4,000 naira, as the case may be, depending on the individual. But it's very high. A token that I've not gotten listing at all on any exchange is having that kind of high price. It means that when it lands on a major exchange, the price is going to be very high. And that is why I am looking at the least 0.5, that is 50 cents, and market will do $1, $2, and $3, as the case may be, depending on the volume of buyers and sellers, especially buyers that rush in to buy this very token when it gets that listing on major exchanges. So this is very important. The most important thing here is this very guy right here, the listing, because we have gotten this kind of information a lot of time and we finally discover it's not the real information. There was no listing at all, and we are still here right now. So let's wait for major exchanges to announce this very listing so that we can be very sure that the listing is going to definitely come this time around. Please consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description and also in the pinned comment. Thanks for your support.